John Proxy on channel John on the West. I am having a Divinity Original Sin 2 adventure and yeah, some cows. They're not really cows, they are ladies in need of assistance. I'm not going to help them just yet because I'm not sure where the witch even is. But that'll happen at some point. Interesting.
Why the devil is this stall out in the open? Why the
Okay, let's go into that town. I can't tell where I am on the map. Look, we found some things. Thanks, John. You know what I mean. We did some stuff in the last few episodes. Things have gotten done. But yeah, let's go in here.
Ah, yes. One of Mari's heroes passes. Come on through, but mind the smell. Ah, yes. Ah, yes.
You ever think about running off, like Barnaby and Sam?
Hell no. You know what Raymond would do if he caught us?
Got deck guards.
Yeah, guess you're right.
The silent monk, like every other, has nothing to say.
Fair enough. Driftwood. Cool, yeah. We'll let it load.
This town doesn't look much equipped to entertain a nobleman like myself. Pity.
Quite. What's that? Right, someone's talk to. Lots of people to talk to.
The barrels and the chests.
If there's no work for an honest dwarf like myself, the likes of you don't stand a chance, mate. Best not linger. Your lot tends to rile people up.
Yeah.
I've got years of fishing experience behind me, and I'm reduced to begging to gut and clean what catches make it back.
The accent reminds me of because it's like a Geordie accent. Can I?
Waiting is suffering.
Like a weird version of a Geordie. Like I don't know where it is. But it reminds me of
Don't let up now. Keep hauling that cargo.
not Mighty Boosh, Royce and Vasey, whatever that program's called. League of Gentlemen. There's like an actors troupe, and they one of them sounds like that.
You too, Julian. Show 'em how it's done, man.
These sacks weigh like lead. It's a disgrace I have to toil like this. I'm a magister, not a damn silent monk.
Well, that guy's a dick.
That's it. The barrels and the chests. On the double. Go on, you mute sacks of flesh. Put your backs into it. I'll not lose another day to the tide. The Lord Dread awaits. Its sails billow with Dallas's breath.
The Magister stops, barking orders. He sniffs the air like a predator, turns to face you, the wolf eyeing the deer.
Assume an air of levity. Say you didn't realise you smell so bad.
Oh, but yours is not a stink like the one that surrounds us, spat from a dying sea. Yours is a scent that invites a question. Tell me, have you ever been strung up by the hands? Your body swinging like a bell's clapper as your bones are being broken with cast iron rods?
Don't we have slows? Shake your head. You haven't.
Of course you haven't. We've only just met.
He licks his lips. Dry flesh turns wet.
See, I'd like to string you up too. Rack you with rods and leave you dangling over a puddle of your own blood and piss.
Cross your arms and say you've had quite enough of this. What's his game?
My favourite one. I'm very good at what I do, see? I don't even need a sauce hound yapping at my side. There was a whiff of something in the air when you approached. A current of filth. That is to say, sauce. Best convince me I was mistaken.
Take a step closer and whisper that he has a lot of nerve to accuse the best source hunter west of Arx of being a sorcerer.
He leans in closer and sniffs the air once more.
Interesting. So I was mistaken. Must have been ambition I smelt on you, not the magic that dare not speak its name. Very well. In that case, we'll forego the gallows and turn straight to the hunt. The very definition of your order's existence. Seems peaceful here, doesn't it? A quiet day in a quiet town. One wouldn't think these drifting woods toss on dwarf-troubled waters, but they do.
Intrigued, inquire after these dwarf and noble troubles.
Consider for a moment the dwarf. What is he? A mule? A beast of burden? But some defy that role. There are rats among them, dancing to their rat queen's tune. I've need of a rat catcher.
Urge him to make his point. If you are to accept the role of a rat catcher, you'll need more concrete information.
Of course. I must depart post-haste. But Julian here will stay behind and be a good little parrot. Ask and he will answer.
Yeah, he's level 12. I'm not killing him.
Stay behind? But I've my orders. Same as you. Dallas.
Like I said, Julian is staying. And with that, I must be off. No hard feelings about the death threats, of course. How about we part shaking hands instead of stringing them up?
Shake his hand and say you'll look into the troubles with the dwarves.
How very heartwarming. One last thing. The Magisters here are diligent men and women. A stranger like you may run into troubles with them. Should this happen, just wave this piece of parchment in their eager little faces. My signature will placate them without fail.
Very nice.
I assure you. Adieu and good luck. The Lord Dread awaits. The use of the gallows I pass on to you. The time has come, my stitched-lip lovelies. We set sail. Get on board and man your stations.
The Magister is rubbing the dirt off his robes, none the worse for wear, apparently, from the blast of magic that knocked him off his feet.
You! The supposed source hunter! I'd be whining and dining aboard the Lord Dread if it weren't for you. Your meddling in Magister affairs had better be worth it.
Noble, insist he quit blubbering. Such behaviour doesn't suit a man of his stature.
A man of stature wouldn't be moored on a dock with no one but dead fish for company. But here I am and here you are. So, to business. Now answer me. Did you meet with a Magister caravan on your way into town? The hour's growing late and I'm beginning to worry something might have gone wrong.
Affirm that you did.
By the bishop's bones, you saw it. Out with it, man. What happened?
Tell him you came across a caravan east of town. It was destroyed by Voidwoken.
Voidwoken? That means Source was used. Which means some third party must have attacked first. And I've a fair idea who that might have been. Raimond, that old goat, always suspected there's more to the Driftwood dwarves than meets the eye. Hate to admit it, but I think he may be right. Too many things have gone wrong along Reaper's Coast to attribute to bad luck. Magister ship sinking, weapons disappearing, and as you've seen, a caravan attacked and destroyed. Rumour has it the Dwarvian Queen herself is behind these acts of sabotage. That is what I want you to prove.
Say that if you're to prove these accusations, you'll have to know where to start looking.
There's a local thug, Lohar. He
heard of
runs
him.
an operation out of his hideout beneath the Black Bull Tavern. I suspect this man of being a spy for his queen.
It may be interesting to have a word with him. Find out what he's up to. Where I really want you to ferret around is Reaper's Bluffs, to the west of Driftwood.
It's wild territory, remote and hostile, where I believe the dwarves may have set up a base of operations away from prying eyes. Should you find any such place, and better yet, proof that Lohar is working on behalf of Queen Justinia, you will be handsomely rewarded, I assure you.
Ask why Raimond, and he suspect the dwarves are the culprits.
They've always been snakes in the grass. Cheap labour, sure, and hard workers too. Half of them are their queen's spies. Her eyes, her ears, her poison-pouring hands. You know what Queen Justinia is like, surely. A tyrant and a master strategist to boot.
So you probably know enough for now.
In that case, go forth and let the hunt commence.
Okay, curious as to if this dwarf has any
Not
thoughts.
much of a landlubber, but sometimes I get no choice in the matter. Besides, there's business to take care of.
Ask him what he makes of the gods, the tree, and everything.
I don't know. I've never been one for worshipping. I always figured if Duna really existed, he'd show himself. I mean, am I really supposed to ask some invisible dwarf in the sky to grant world peace? Or give me a pony? Yeah, it sounded like a waste of time to me.
I mean, the pony's easier, presumably.
But, then he showed himself. He said he could help me free our people if I helped him. And I left with more questions than when I started.
So the queen's actually evil, right? He rebelled against the queen as well. What do you suggest we do next?
Malady said this Meister lady's the key, so we follow her lead.
Beast pauses for a moment to consider whether he's forgotten anything important.
I'd also appreciate it if we dealt with this Lohar fella. He's the key to unlocking this mess Justinia's
Okay,
made.
that's why I'm talking to him about the queen.
I'll stop this operation downfall of hers, all right. And finding Lohar in these parts and dealing with him is the first step in doing just that.
Take a leave. Cool. So yeah, I was worried that doing that quest would interfere, but no. We're on the same side, as it were.
Keep to yourself, lizard. It gets harder and harder to see the bright side. Driftwood ain't safe, and it ain't pleasant. I try to taste the sweet, but all I'm fed is bitter.
Oops.
Keeping it together.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Oh, I misclicked.
My word, but you do look exhausted. I bet you could use a touch of magic.
What's for sale?
Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Radiance, dazzling bolt.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit
Shock and
you,
touch.
who will?
Pressure spike.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Nether swap. That's awesome. I like that. Electrical discharge, favourable wind,
Keeping it
canny
together,
evasion,
Bree.
teleportation.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Okay, hang on. We already have Dazing Bolt. Cool.
Yep. Back for a return visit. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Let's polymorph. Summon Fire Slug.
Together, Bree.
Pyrokinetic free.
I'm all right.
It's very expensive.
Too much.
You're safe among friends.
Laser ray.
Never forget it.
This is all very tempting. Hang on, I've got a barter, don't I? Let's use the person with barter.
Yep.
Over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
My word, but you do look exhausted. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Discount 20%.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Okay, we want the other teleport because toilet port is awesome.
What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy
Geomancer, don't worry about that.
It's all well and good for you.
Ignition, haste.
We've got to take
Kind of like the laser.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Good to get rid of all these paintings. Let's put me up there. Bleed fire. Didn't realise I had it.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
How do I get all the other people's stuff?
Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I'd like to have access to all the people's stuff.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Ha. She should be carrying all the stuff then. Okay, 125.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town.
Okay, accept.
It's all well and good for you.
Okay.
Yep.
Keep it together,
And
Bree.
you'll end up eating sawdust
I'm
from a
all
cell
right,
floor.
as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe
Okay,
among
all the sort by value.
Smells worse over
Okay. It's going to take a while. We want to transfer to Sybil, don't we?
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Okay.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ooh, probably want that. Okay, transfer to Sybil.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Probably want to keep that for the time being.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Some of these, they're worth loads though.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
I want to identify all that stuff as well.
The kind that don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your
Okay.
rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up making sawdust from a cell floor.
I'll send the identify stuff because that's enough, isn't it?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Alright, yeah, I don't want to hear this conversation anymore.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
Almost.
Never forget it.
It's taken a while, isn't it? It's been a while since I've seen a shopkeeper, to be honest. So we're getting a load done at once. Cool.
Back for a return? Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Oh, I sent it all to Sybil, didn't I? Sorry. Ah!
Yep.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Sent to Los.
Smells worse over here than a dozen
Probably not that one.
eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
You know what? Yeah, why not?
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Ooh, hang on, that was new, wasn't it? Yeah, and it was two-handed.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right.
That knife might be good, though.
Think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
Well, she's at the bottom of the
Never
Baileys.
forget it.
These are amulets I should probably consider not selling. But I want new spells, so...
There's a lot of call for the junk you sell, Ben.
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients and
Vapid fiction, along with a large helping of ham.
Cool. That didn't take too long.
my word, but a pretty thing like you shouldn't look so exhausted. Perhaps you could use a touch of... Yep.
He likes himself some elf.
Back for a return visit. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Sort by
Smells worse over here than a dozen
gold
rotten
value,
eggs
I
dropped
guess.
in a vat of vinegar.
Don't come over.
Um,
Like you're buying anything.
hang on. We'll
I
do.
don't come visit your ton.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Cool.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right.
93 gold.
Think about it too much.
Well,
You're safe
we won't
among
sell that just
friends.
yet because I don't know.
Never forget it.
Probably more than I was expecting, to be honest. Okay, what do I want in the meantime?
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations.
Spontaneous combustion. laser ray, which is very expensive.
And you lend that bit in sawdust from a cell floor.
Think about it too much.
Haste. Flaming
You're
tongues.
safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yeah, I'll leave that for the time being. I don't need to spend all my money. Fire whip.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a
I think I can
vat of
afford it, to be
vinegar.
honest, but I probably don't have the space.
Come over. Not like you're buying anything.
Summon fire slug.
I don't come visit
Ah,
the
screw it.
ton. Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's Geomancer, that is Polymorph. Pressure spike.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're
Death
safe
and
among
swap.
friends. Never forget it.
Chain lightning. Okay, that'll do for the time being. Might not be able to afford it now. We definitely want to keep that. Not sure why I did that. I'm not going to use it, am I?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
68.
You're safe among friends.
9.
Never forget it.
We do want to identify this. Okay. Shield, not the... Not the rune. The bone dust, the hammer, yes.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right,
Armor.
as long as I don't think about it too much.
The wand, I
You're safe
don't
among
use
friends.
wands.
Never forget it.
I do use helmets. Oh, hang on. I can't tell right now. Okay, Compass axe, spear, helmet. Can't tell.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Your fish stinks of the
I'm all
void.
right,
What kind
as
of
long as I
rat
don't
would sell
think
such
too much.
filth?
You're safe
They
among
don't fancy
friends.
starving.
Never forget it.
Let's sell that anyway.
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Belt.
He
I'm
told
just
me
going to sell it.
and you lend that bit in sawdust from a cell floor.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Metal staff. Okay. No, 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 what are you doing, John? Okay, we clearly need more stuff, but... Wish I could grab stuff.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Don't sell equipped stuff. The amulet as well.
Smells worse over here than a dozen
The
rotten
fierce.
eggs dropped in a
That
vat
seems
of
really good.
vinegar.
Well, don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit the ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Maybe we take one of these off.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Maybe not
I'm
the
all
fire
right,
slug for the time
as long
being.
as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
So if I accept,
Your fish
how do I
stinks of the
add
forward.
money to
What
that?
kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving.
Yeah, I've got like 5,000 player gold. How do I add that gold to the pot?
We've got to take what we can get.
Like, why can't I just...
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Well, that's annoying.
Yep.
Right, we'll pass gold along as well.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Send to Sybil. Okay, sort by value.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Mind maggots.
Well, don't come over. It's not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you...
I don't know what these things do. Let's go. Okay.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
Okay, let's see if anyone
You're
else is good.
safe among friends. Never forget it.
I sent it all to Sybil again, didn't I? I sent to Los.
Keeping it together, Bree.
There you go.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Alright. We'll see if that's enough. And if it's not, I'll just buy it with the actual money.
I'm all right, as long as
Back for a return visit? Or have at it. Got yourself
You're
situated.
safe among friends. Never forget it.
So what do I want? There was two things here. Chain lightning. Pressure spike. And there are four things here, weren't there? Laser ray. Fire whip. Flaming tongues. Well, that's a lot more expensive than I had before, so... how?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
How did I get it to
You're
7,000?
safe among friends. Never forget it.
Gold value. Now, how did I have it so it was so high before?
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
So 3,000,
Don't come over.
4,000, chain lightning,
If I don't
fire
come
slug.
visit you,
Okay, I don't need the fire slug.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
Right.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
We'll keep the bay knot just in case. Keep bleed fire. Oh, we can almost afford it.
it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
Okay. What was the last
You're
one?
safe among
Fire
friends.
slugs, great.
Never forget it.
And 700.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
20.
Then don't come over. Not like you're
Cool, this took me a while, but I did it.
I don't come
Oh, wouldn't it be lovely if I could just type in the number right now?
Wouldn't you like to know?
I do. Hang on, why is it 1,000? No, I don't
Keeping
want
it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I
Cool.
don't think about it too much.
Got some new spells.
You're safe among
Yep.
Never forget it.
Okay. Sort by type. Summoning. Scoundrel. Wow. Polymorph. Necromancer. Necromancer. Ooh. Send.
Keeping it together, Bree.
Oh, hang on.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
Cool. We should probably consider putting our necromancer up because we've got a bunch of them. Los.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all right, as long as I don't.
Okay, send to beast.
You're safe among
Send to
friends.
beast.
Never forget it.
Send to beast.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such?
Yes, beast.
Don't fancy starving.
Take off your gloves.
It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you let that fidget sawdust from myself flow up.
Cool. Now she has teleportation. Oh, I'm in the corner, aren't I? Fantastic. Let's look in the book. So,
Bree.
we should get more memory, which is what I should have done last time I leveled up.
Too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than
Cool.
a dozen
What should I
rotten
get?
eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
God bless. We certainly want that laser ray.
If I don't come visit your tunnels, who will?
Ignition. No. Shooting daggers. Fireball. Fire whip. Oh, I hate to do it, but rain is so useful.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
Electrical discharge.
You're safe
I
among
want my fire
friends.
slug.
Never forget it.
Cost me bless, so I won't have it for the time being. So, shock and touch is from far away, right? Hail strike. Flaming tongues. Haste.
Keeping it together, Bree.
I'm all
Um,
as long as I don't think
Peace of
about it too
mind.
much.
You're
Ignition
safe
seems
among
really
friends.
dangerous.
Never forget it.
Supernova. Explode.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit you.
Okay, increases strength, finesse, intelligence by 3. That's actually really good, so We'll take those two. They're a bit boring, but... And you?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends.
Okay,
Never
chain lightning.
forget it.
It's a bit of a shame that it cost me that, but...
There's not a call for the junk you sell, then?
Junk? Why, I offer nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients, and...
Vapid
Treasure
fish
spike,
along the large
battering
hub
ram.
with the
Okay, canny evasion's probably really useful. Okay, I've changed my mind. Well, she does have spread your wings. No, she doesn't. Go.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
What was the other one I put on last? Let's put it on Steamland. On Slug. Just because, yeah, Slug. Okay, I need to figure out a way of getting Source though, but... Let's save that. Put my face in a sensible place.
Penny for a sick dog? A glance at the dog's miserable face tells you it's sick, all right.
Give him arms.
Thank ye kindly. Any chance of another one? Penny for a sick dog and all that?
Make a donation.
Much obliged. Could I push you for one? Cheers. Can I...
What's wrong with the dog?
What am I, dog's doctor? Dog's sick. Go on, give a penny for a sick dog.
Sweetness pot.
You're very kind.
Take a leave.
The dog lies there quietly, clearly in great pain.
Ask what... Oh, hang on. Turn away.
The dog lies there quietly.
What are you looking at? I'm sick here. Get lost.
What ails it?
Got a pain in the neck. Got a bad pain in the neck.
Lay your hand upon its neck.
It flinches. A low, threatening growl builds within its throat.
Slide your hand beneath its studded collar.
Under the collar, you find the sharpened points of metal rivets, gouging the poor dog's skin. The dog bares its teeth at you and growls.
Tell the dog you can heal its pain, but it must trust you.
The dog gives you a long, hard stare, but does not bite you. Yet.
Turn the collar inside out.
The dog goes to bite your hand, and then realizes the pain is gone.
Hey, I feel okay. Thanks. Think I'll wander off now. Here, before I go, what can I do to show my gratitude?
Ask him who put the collar on him.
Master did.
Ask if he knows what that means.
Huh? Wait a minute. Master hurted me? Excuse me a minute. I'm gonna go now, but first I have a thing I need to do.
He turns to his master.
You bad man, you!
Penny for a grieving beggar whose dog ran away.
Tell him to get a job.
Got one on you, do you?
Tell him he's clever.
God damn it. How was my livelihood? Penny for a grieving beggar? I reckon I'm owed it here.
Tell him you'll tell people what he did.
You wouldn't do that, would you? Oh, yes. You would do that, wouldn't you? I couldn't prevail upon you to change your mind, could I?
He did hurt a dog, so... Tell him you want a cut. You'll take half his earnings, call it the dog's half.
He gives you a cool look, then rummages in his pocket. He counts the money out and hands it over.
That's your lot. Go on then. Get lost, you freeloader. I'm working here.
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Cool. We've got a lot to do here, but I'm going to let you go because it's Sunday night and it's past midnight and there's stuff to do. I've been John Fox from John West. I'm going to save my game again. I've been having a Divinity Original Sin 2 adventure. Yeah, no, Original Sin. My face has stopped working, hasn't it? I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Thank you for watching.